at the end of the shots for Meet the Raisins. This was by Jeff Mulcaster, who still lives here in Portland. That's Jeff in there. He used to animate shirtless. Wacky Gags, get it? Yeah, right. Another Jeff shot. This was again for Meet the Raisins, which was the second of five television specials we did for CBS. Jeff was such a good animator, he could get away with. This is actually by Mark Gustafson, and I think he didn't finish the shot. He was shooting the shot, and it just wasn't going well, and so he just gave up, and he was directing. This is J.R. Williams. There were in the Raisins have a bad manager who wants them to try movie acting, and so there are all these parodies in here. That's J.R. Williams. This is actually not a Wacky Gag. That's the late Bob Terrell's hands in there. There was a 2001 sequence, and the camera was running before he actually shot the shot, and to roll through it's a film thing, but to roll through the leader, and this is the actual shot. So you just got to see him in there. Back in those days, we didn't shoot behind the scenes footage while we're animating as much because you would have to do it on film. So we didn't really do it that much. This is by Mike McKinney. This is way too elaborate a gag. This is the best gag. This is by Vince Vackenberg. There was a Star Trek sequence, and there was a thing at the studio at the time where people had hamsters, and one person had a rat at their desk. And so Sheila Lucas was one who had hamsters, so and Vince had hamsters, so he put the hamsters on set. I could tell you a whole story about those hamsters. This is by Hal Hickel and Teresa Drilling, and I can't remember. Anyway, Hal's a director at ILM working on Star Wars now. And so this is really ironic. I actually sent that to him this morning. This is by J.R. Williams. Wait for it. And this is by Carol Ashley. That was a picture of Barry Bruce in there, who was directing the show. Here's the gag. Here we go. And then just John Ashley, the great John Ashley, super talented. He's still at Leica. I mean, he was at Vinton, and he's still at Leica, I believe, or maybe at Shadow. He bounces around a little bit up here. Super talented animator and camera guy now. But that was his. He didn't do gags, but even everyone dreams. This is by. You'll see.
Shared by every raisin is to be big enough for Post Raisin Bran. But for Post, only one kind of raisin is plump enough, sweet enough, big enough. It's the California Raisins. Superstars from the San Joaquin Valley. The only raisins big enough for the crisp flakes and Post Raisin Bran with the California Raisins. 'Cause big raisins make a big difference.